Hi, I'm Troy, and I just finished watching The Boys. I have lots of mixed feelings. Not very much happened this season, except for setups for spin offs, plot points that went nowhere, wasted characters, and false marketing. Like, none of these posters even happened at all. Would have been fucking cool, but no. The first season of The Boys set the stage so well for what the show would be, or at least what the show could be. I was fully on board with the idea that it was just a group of ordinary humans that would take down each member of the Seven one by one, starting with Translucent and then ending with Homelander. But that didn't happen. I love the satire of the real world and the superhero genre. I keep up with politics a decent amount, so I thoroughly enjoyed the subtle and very on-the-nose digs at the current climate, as well as Marvel and DC and Hollywood and other shit, because that's my shit. Though, now that it's over, I will miss all of its absurdity and highly rated R content. That shit just got crazier and crazier, and they did things on TV I didn't realize you could do. Fucking Hero-gasm episode on its own. Jesus Christ. I'll probably never see anything like that again. I love all the boys. They're all very great characters. After a while, Hugh and Starlight got annoying because that's just, I don't care. Like, I guess they're together, good for them, whatever. They should have broken up and just, like, I don't care. Actually, I don't even care that much about whether or not. Like, it doesn't matter. But introducing Ryan was very interesting for a bit there, but it just became clear in season 4 that they were running out of ideas for what to do with that character. I'm glad that he showed up at the last minute in the final fight to kill Homelander, and I love that he went on to live with MM and his family after Butcher died and all of that. Especially now that he lost his powers too, he can just be a normal kid, which is good. Ryan deserves that. But really, he just kind of got thrown to the side unless they needed someone to make Homelander pause for a second or cry, or he just kind of served Homelander and Butcher's story. Didn't feel very much of his own character. It was just kind of whatever happens, and then at the end, he just decides to say, fuck you both to all of them, and then goes off with MM. So whatever. I feel like they could have done more with him. He just got fucked up. Also, the soup virus plot, that went fucking nowhere. That shit was stupid. And I loved Gen V too. Seeing all the shit that the characters in that show had to go through in order to discover the virus, only for it to mean nothing in this final season, really fucking sucked. Also, Marie could have easily stopped Homelander if she was just in the fucking room with him. The one time she saw him, she was frightened. She also didn't know how to use her powers then. But if she saw him at all during season 5, she could have blown his fucking head up. But no, she was just there for Starlight's character and all of her development and everything that we've got with her. And the whole reason why I fucking love her just doesn't fucking matter anymore. Because she got yelled at, she got told she can't even control her powers, and then Starlight's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, my bad, go to Canada. Y'all should have had Marie in that fucking fight. You needed her all season. Imagine what she could have done. Oh my god. It's so dumb. And then they cancel Gen V, so it's like, am I ever gonna see that character, those group of characters that I really like? Like, it's a fucking complete waste of Marie and everybody else. And Frenchie used to be my favorite character. And then before I watched this season, I learned that he used to be an IDF squad leader in Israel, and he really enjoyed removing innocent Palestinians from their homes. So Kamiko deserved better. I'm glad that she's happy and all, but she shouldn't be alone. I don't know what else they could have written for her ending, but where does she go after she eats those Madeleines in France or wherever? She deserves so much more. Obviously, fuck the Deep. Starlight shouldn't have brought him to a fucking beach, though, in their final fight. She didn't know that the ocean was gonna kill him, but, why would you even put him near water? You know? It was just a very dumb choice on her part. It just so happened to work out in her favor because she used her little light to push him into the water. But if that would have been dumb, that wouldn't have killed him. That wouldn't have done shit if the ocean wasn't trying to kill him. He just would have gone in the water, probably swam away. And then, oh no, the Deep's still out there. So, yeah, very dumb choice on her part, but Starlight doesn't exactly make a lot of smart decisions. His death was satisfying, though I wish his body got like torn up instead of just like squid tentacle through his asshole and out his mouth. I would have loved to see a whole bunch of sharks just like tear him up like a piece of paper. Oh, and Homelander's death was fucking perfect. I still replay the crowbar getting jammed into his head and then Butcher just like prying his skull open until it just all over the presidential desk. That shit is so crazy. And then him trying to like fly away and he can't, and just like trying to use his lasers and then they're not working, and then he like fucking gets his ass beat. He starts whimpering like a crybaby little bitch. And he's just like, I'll suck your dick. I'll eat your shit on live TV. Like, oh my God. He reverted back into that little baby that he always was because he never got proper love and attention. We all understand why he ended up this way, but the fact is he is this way and he's not going to change. And he got his fucking ass handed to him. And that was so satisfying, just watching Butcher beat his fucking skull in. It was so lovely. It was so lovely. And then like he died, like he got stabbed, and then you hear his final breath come out. So you know he's already dead. But just for extra effect, God damn. Butcher's death as well. Very good. Very much like the comics with how Huey's the one to kill him. But, you know, that had to happen. So I like the ending of those characters. I like the show, but also like everything that came before the season was just like the finale was great. And then like certain things in the beginning of the show were great, but like this season as a whole, I don't remember very much. I don't really care about Allfather's death. I saw that before in Doctor Strange. Literally, that's what I said when I watched it. Allfather was an addition for this season alone, and obviously they were going to kill him off at the end. I like this show. I just don't think that it'll stand the test of time. This is very much a time capsule of 2019 to 2026 United States. So probably like 10 to 20 years from now, it won't hit as hard, or most likely won't be as funny. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. I love going back and watching old TV shows that I loved, or superhero media and stuff. And I don't know if I'll go back and watch this. I have very little interest in any of the spin-offs, especially since they canceled Gen V. I don't really care anymore. I wish this final season stuck the landing much better and had a lot more of a memorable final plot over the course of the whole season rather than just memorable moments in the finale. Also, long live all the fucking Homelander memes that came from this show. You will be missed. I'll never look at a bottle of breast milk the same way again. And, you know, word of advice to people who want to write shows for an audience and not have it be disappointing. Sometimes, even if the story is more character-driven than action-driven, you still need that big-budget CGI battle at the end of it to wrap things up. Especially if it's a show like The Boys where you've been teasing a giant battle like that since the very fucking beginning. Like, just what a weak final season. I mean, not the worst conclusion for most characters. Homelander definitely should have killed more people. And then when he got the Compound V, like the craziest thing he did was fly the Elon Musk knockoff into space in like less than 3 seconds. And that's it. Motherfucker should have gone on an insane rampage, like in the fucking posters, and like knocked down towers and like blown up the Pentagon. You know, done the thing that he teased in that past season where he was talking to Starlight about all the shit that he would do. He didn't do any of it. Why wouldn't he? No, literally nothing can stop him if he's flying in the air, blowing shit up with his laser eyes. What are you going to like? But no, he's just going to sit behind the desk and talk on Fox News instead and announce that he's fucking God, and then just get his power stripped away and then his head busted open. He could have like literally, and that's just it. It's over. The end. The virus went nowhere. Superheroes are still out there. V1 is still out there. Vought is still out there. And then everyone just lives happily ever after, but there's still all these problems except for Butcher and Homelander. They're gone now. What else are we supposed to do? Watch a bunch of spin-offs when you should have concluded the story and the show that you introduced all the story elements in instead of just expect us to keep giving Amazon viewership? Fuck out of here. It's so disappointing. Not Game of Thrones level disappointing. It sucks knowing that I am not a professional writer, but I could have easily written something so much better for these characters and for this show. And it's not that hard. It doesn't have to take away from the character stuff to just go and ask Amazon for a higher budget so you can do more CGI fight shit. You should have done that. you didn't. That's why people are disappointed. So as much as I wish I didn't have to give it this fucking rating, I'm gonna give the entire series as a whole, now having watched it all over the years, grown with it, come to love it, hate it, have my issues with it, to now it's over, I'm gonna give the entire series of The Boys a rating of 2.5 boys out of 5. Like and subscribe. Get a sticker at the yoRt.com or click the link in the description. Fuck, dude. Bye.